¿Qué pasó, mis compadres y comadres, mis amigos y amigas? ¿Cómo están? Espero que estén muy bien. Feliz día martes. You might be wondering again, why am I speaking Spanish? Well, as yesterday, you're about to find out. So 5 years ago, WatchMojo.com uploaded a top 10 Mexican foods list. I never took the time to react to it. But right now, I'm going to do it. And since I am a Mexican, I feel like I would have more of a... How do you call it? I don't want to say biased. More of a clearer point of view on what should have been in the list. Or if that particular dish should or should have not been on the list. I don't know what to expect, but it's going to be a list of Mexican foods, so it's going to be delicious. It's always bound to be delicious when it comes to Mexican foods, because Mexican gastronomy never disappoints. According to the UNESCO, the Mexican gastronomy was declared what was it? Cultural and immaterial human patrimony, which means it's badass, according to the UNESCO. And why not? It's delicious. Well, a Mexican blind person is going to react to WatchMojo's.com's top 10 Mexican foods list. So let's go. Vamos a reaccionar.
Speech on. Create X play button. Pause.
There it is.
Speech off.
Hope you're hungry, because this is one delicioso list.
It's deliciosa, because I think list is, at least in Spanish, feminine. I don't know if list is neutral or masculine, but we barely pay attention to what kind of gender each word gets. Oh man. So deliciosa list. On with the reaction.
Surprise!
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Mexican foods.
Luego le echamos al chilete.
¡Qué rico! Delicioso.
For this list, we'll be ranking the most popular foods, dishes, and recipes from the world of traditional Mexican cuisine.
Oh,
We
yeah.
will be omitting dips, sauces, and drinks, however. This means that salsa, mole, guacamole, and horchata will be held off for another day.
What? What you mean? Oh, okay, fine. Fun fact: there's not just one type of mole. There's many types that even I don't know. Mole rojo, mole verde, negro, manchamanteles, almendradito. There's a lot of moles. And there's several ways to prepare them, each and every one of them. Mole poblano. And it has a rich history from the 15th and 16th century, because many stories speculate that mole was a dish created by accident. Others suggest that it was a dish that the Aztec Emperor Cuauhtémoc usually ate very often alongside pozole. But anyway, I'm deviating from topic. Time to judge the list.
We'll also be skipping the world of Tex-Mex cuisine for now, so save those nachos and chimichangas for your next party.
Nachos are good
Number
though.
10, churro.
Churros! Churros are the
Who
best
says you
thing
can't
ever.
eat dessert first? We're kicking off our list with this fried sugary treat, which, to be fair, isn't only consumed for dessert. Instead, many Mexicans actually start their days off with churros for breakfast.
Yes, that's actually true. I can attest to that. Especially when you travel to Mexico City, the capital of the country. You will see that many Mexicans love to go to a churro stall buy some churros, make some hot cocoa, and then enjoy them. Sometimes we take a bite of the churro and then a sip of the hot cocoa. But sometimes we just love to dip the churro in a good way. You know, dip the churro in the hot cocoa, and it's pretty good. Especially because churros, like these doughy fried goodness filled with all kinds of fillings and just sprinkled with sugar. Delicioso. It's really good. Muy rico.
Although the pastry's popularity is not limited to Mexico.
Dad, I'm walking on my hands and the lions think they're gonna eat me!
Hey, you kids, pipe down! Trying to get Churro Chaser to tell me where the freshest churros are! What country is Mexico in?
Folks in
no!
France, Spain, and Portugal have been known to dip their churros, which are essentially dough pastries, in their morning coffee. One theory goes that Portuguese explorers exposed Europe to the treat after bringing them back from their trips to Ming Dynasty China. Whatever their origins, these donut-like snacks are oh so good.
Yeah, the origins of churros are unclear, but at least Mexico and Spain, as far as I know, have adopted these pastries as part of their gastronomy.
So a churro walks into a bar and the bartender is like, "Hey, we don't serve donuts here, man." And the churro is like, "What? Who are you talking about? I'm not a donut." And the bartender's like, "Are you sure?" And the churro's like, "Yeah, I'm churro!"
Number 9, Gordita. The name of the next food on our list translates from Spanish to little fat one in English, and comes from the small rounded masa or dough which surrounds a meat, cheese, or veggie filling. Gordita.
Yes, gorditas are that and so much more. You can most commonly find them filled with tinga, which is like chicken and chipotle sauce, cheese and chorizo, huitlacoche, which is, how do I explain it? It's like the part of the corn that goes bad. Not bad, but dang it. There was a term for it in English, but I'll let you know once I know. And you can also find them topped with sour cream, queso fresco, a good salsa. The sky's the limit to how you can customize your gordita. And if you eat them like right out of the stove, they might be hot, but oh boy, you're in for a treat.
Are usually prepared with either a corn or wheat masa, and are either baked or fried in a shape somewhat similar to a British pasty or savory popo.
I think most gorditas I know are fried, but yes, there's some states where they actually put them in the oven.
And now we're going to slice them open. You want them to look kind of like a pocket because we're going to fill them up with delicious food.
The best thing about these little pockets of food love, however, is that they can be filled with just about anything imaginable, making them a versatile snack or supper for any time of the day.
And I'm serving my gorditas with a very simple salad.
Try that.
It has romaine lettuce, tomatoes, red onions, and queso fresco. Don't forget to serve them with your favorite salsa, and that's it.
Number 8, sope. The traditional Mexican dish known as the sope is another handy snack food with a variety of delicious prep.
I personally have not eaten sopes that often, but I know what they are. I've eaten them, but not as often as I wished, and they are good. There's no doubt about that.
Preparations. The base of the sope begins with a lime-soaked fried corn dough, which is then topped with refried beans, veggies, and sauce to the chef's taste.
So I'm just going to grab one of the sopes and I'm going to top it with the filling. You can use any kind of food you like to fill the sopes. The possibilities are endless.
Meat toppings such as chicken or pork can be added to the sope, although the traditional preparation often combines the veggies with either a red or green chili sauce or salsa with a cream topping. But really, the sope is delicious in every preparation, which makes it a must-try Mexican dish.
Espero hayan disfrutado.
Number 7, pozole.
When I make pozole, it's always for a great occasion. So
Pozole. hell yes to that. Pozole. I come from a state that is proud of their pozole in the day it's served. Jueves Pozolero. It's served on Thursdays. Many restaurants have special discounts or just open their doors to sell their pozole to the masses. And let me tell you, people goes wild. Pozole sales on Thursdays on pozolerias, just like popcorn sales at movie theaters whenever there's a big premiere. It's a great soup to have, if you want to call it that. It's got everything. It's got corn, it's got onions, it's got the savory flavor, it's got a meat. You can put some onion, avocado, and it's delicious. It's such a great thing. There's a history behind pozole that the Aztec Emperor Cuauhtemoc used to make pozole with the flesh or the meat of their dead enemies. Yes, the Aztec Emperor used to commit cannibalism. But thank God it's not made out of human meat anymore. Now it's made out of pork, chicken, or whatever food you would want. Some people choose to put seafood in the pozole, but I don't know. It would just conflict with the flavors. But if you're Mexican, if you've tasted seafood pozole, let me know how it tastes.
I go the whole 9 yards. I start with this nixtamal that I get down at the tortilla factory.
Yep.
Some foodies may not immediately think of soups or stews when they imagine traditional Mexican cuisine, but this next entry on our list is definitely a delicious exception. The pozole is a Mexican soup packed with flavor and history, as it used to be utilized in ancient Aztec culture for religious rituals, including human sacrifice. Today, the pozole is thankfully not prepared with people meat, but instead has a base of dried corn kernels known as hominy. The stew is then seasoned with chili peppers, cabbage, salsa, and citrus, before adding in pork for a traditional pozole presentation.
I don't know about the salsa part. I mean, you could, but I haven't seen anyone putting salsa on the pozole. Cabbage, definitely.
Number 6. Chilaquiles.
But I don't like cabbage in my pozole. Chilaquiles, delicious breakfast food. And if you have a hangover, I seriously recommend them. Just saying.
Thinking about some breakfast, am I right? Oh my god, chilaquiles?
Chilaquiles may not be a household name for those who only occasionally dabble in Mexican cuisine, but die-hard foodies know that this tasty treat is essential eating for those visiting Mexico on vacation. This simple but delicious dish is anchored by several lightly fried corn tortillas, which are then cut into triangles and placed on 4 corners of a plate.
Okay, so I have my delicious tortilla strips here.
Yes.
I'm gonna top those with some salsa. If you wanted to do this for like a brunch or something, you could totally have your chips all fried and just keep them warm in the oven.
The tortillas are then drenched in a salsa or mole sauce before being simmered until soft, and then topped with Mexican crema, which is similar to sour cream, queso fresco, a type of cheese, onions, and avocado. Hungry yet?
But that is just your basic recipe. I like to top it with some...
And that's the way we make them in Guerrero, the state where I come from. My mom fries the tortillas with some epazote. It's a plant. It smells kind of odd, but it gives a whole depth of flavor to the food. I recommend it wholeheartedly. And it just gives the salsa and all the toppings just a teeny tiny more bit of flavor, and it just gives it more presentation to the chilaquiles. They look prettier with a little epazote on top.
Cayenne pepper, because I like it spicy. And there's how it was presented to me in Flagstaff, with a big ladle of green chili verde pork stew over the top, and rice, beans, hash browns, tortilla, which was amazing.
Number 5. Tamale. Tamales are a staple of Mexican street food culture, and a typical example of simple, classic cooking at its finest.
Who doesn't remember, if you're Mexican, who doesn't remember this little chant? Lleve sus ricos tamales oaxaqueños Hay tamales oaxaqueños, tamales deliciosos. Whenever you hear that, don't deny it. You'd always try to find some extra, some spare change so you could buy a tamale at least. Red, green, sweet, savory, doesn't matter. You just want a tamale. That's it. End of discussion.
The traditional tamale begins with that essential Mexican ingredient, masa, which is steamed in a corn husk along with the toppings and ingredients to taste. Savory and sweet tamales are not uncommon to see in Mexico, as this handy portable snack can be filled with meats, cheeses, veggies, or even fruit. This makes them a perfect vessel for a chef's creativity, making them immensely popular around the world.
I'll let you go for it and add some pineapple. Ooh, I'll help you and add a few
Pineapple,
raisins.
yes. Tamales de
Number
dulce.
4, quesadilla.
Well, what's there to eat?
Get off, Napoleon. Make yourself a dang quesadilla.
Oh no, you didn't just say it like that. You didn't just say it like that. Quesadilla, get out of here, man.
It's difficult to
Quesadilla.
imagine a Mexican food with as much crossover potential as the classic quesadilla. This easy to prepare and easy to eat food is easily one of the most popular Mexican dishes in North America, thanks to its ability to hold any manner of savory or sweet filling. Quesadillas consist of...
Now hold up a minute. I've never seen a quesadilla hold any sweet feeling in my life. If there is, please correct me on that one, cause I've only tasted quesadillas with savory fillings, but I might be wrong about it, right?
a wheat or corn tortilla filled with cheese, meat,
Preferably
or veggies,
corn.
and then heated on a stove or flat top until the mixture is cooked and the tortilla is charred and crispy. This makes them excellent lunch ideas for picky kids, as well as a quick and easy dinner for busy adults.
Picky kids. Wink.
Number 3. Burrito.
This burrito is
No! Wait. What? I thought you guys said you were skipping Tex-Mex cuisine. And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't a burrito a Tex-Mex dish? Again, if you're Mexican and if you know more about the history of the burrito, please let me know. I mean, they make them a lot in like Baja California Norte, like Tijuana, Rosarito, and all those cities. But I thought they were Tex-Mex cuisine.
But it is filling.
Look around anywhere, and it's extremely likely you'll stumble upon a local joint serving up burritos.
It's Taco Bell's 99-cent beefy crunch burrito.
Taco Bell burrito. Is there gonna be any other advertisements?
Dollar Shave Club quality.
Oh my goodness.
At a Dollar Shave Club.
Speech on. Razor value : 15. Dollar Shave Club. Action menu. Create. X selected. Club play. Razor value : Razor value.
No.
Video. Visit advertise. Play. Video will play after ad.
Sorry about that.
Video player.
Indeed,
Heading.
this Mexican culinary staple has quickly become an obsession for many North American diners, with numerous fast food establishments and chain restaurants riding the burrito train for all it's worth.
Chipotle and Taco Bell.
Collapse video.
But I also heard Sergio's down in the in the Southwest serves the best burritos.
Speech off.
Burritos. Now, these seem to be all the craze in the UK at the moment.
Absolutely, small burrito shops popping up all over the place, and I'm not surprised. Moorish, handheld, snack food, awesome grub.
The burrito's popularity, again, is probably due to its versatility as a vessel, with its large wheat flour tortilla encompassing any number of savory fillings, veggies, beans, and rice. This makes the burrito's place in popular culinary culture safe and sound for many years to come.
Chicken burrito time, I'm out. Chicken burrito, roger that.
Number 2. Enchilada.
How's the food?
Most definitely.
Chicken enchiladas, carne asada, and Spanish rice. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, these people really know how to cook. Dig in, there's tons of it.
The classic Mexican enchilada is a dish one can see on the menu of many restaurants around the world, not only those specializing in traditional Mexican food. This is due not only to the dish's popularity, but also to how easily a chef can put his or her own personal creative stamp on it. A standard enchilada preparation is a corn tortilla wrapped around the filling of your choice and covered in a chili pepper sauce.
And then all you do
Yes.
is you wrap like so, and you place them seam side down in your dish.
Refried beans are common side dishes to the enchilada, while the tortillas themselves can also be covered in salsas or savory mole sauces.
Well, again, I've never seen enchiladas with frijoles. With refried beans. It could work, no doubt about that, but I've never seen that. And also, yes, she's right about that. We call them enmoladas because they're covered in the mole sauce, preferably red mole, and they are scrumptious,
resulting in hundreds of possible enchilada concoctions.
And you can really smell that honey and cocoa with the smokiness of the chicken as well.
Before we reveal our number one pick, here are a few deliciously honorable mentions.
It's ready. So whether you're going to do enchiladas, burritos, nachos, tacos, I'm going to do burritos.
With all these dishes, I'm getting hungry already. Wonder what I'll have for lunch. For dinner, dang it. I just had lunch, but
And a dusting of icing sugar will just really bring them up, adding a bit of contrast as well as flavour.
Thank God WatchMojo now voices the honorable mentions.
Number 1. Taco.
Of course!
Let's get a taco.
Simplicity
yes.
lives at the heart of Mexican cooking, with fresh ingredients and honest preparations serving as the life's blood of the family meal. No Mexican dish quite represents the sentiment better than the taco, which can be served not only as sit-down dinners, but also as an on-the-go snack out there on the street. The taco is traditionally prepared with a small soft corn or wheat tortilla. No crunchy shells here, folks.
Nope, not at all.
To the taco.
You've been deceived if you thought Taco Bell sold tacos. You know how they're called? What they're called? Crimes against Mexican gastronomy. Crimes, you heard me? Crimes. I mean, they're good though, but they're still crimes. Delicious, cheesy, meaty crimes.
Often doubled up and filled with seafood, cheese, veggies, or any variety of meat, including the seasoned pork in the specialty dish known as tacos al pastor.
Funny enough, I don't know if WatchMojo will tell you this, but the story behind the taco al pastor is really interesting because the meat that is used for taco al pastor actually got inspired from the shawarma. I think Lebanese settlers came to Mexico seeking refuge and or to prosper, and they started selling shawarma meat in pita bread or flour tortilla. Thus, the recipe spread, the toppings changed, and even the meat changed because the shawarma that they used to make was made out of lamb meat, but then Mexicans changed it to pork. And each taqueria has its own recipe for the adobo, for the taco al pastor meat, because no adobo is going to be the same. Each adobo sauce is going to be really different. And if you have the chance to go to Mexico City or any other city that makes tacos al pastor, I really recommend you to give it a go, because it's literally, the taco al pastor is the iconic taco of Mexico, and a Mexican is telling you this, man.
Taco Tuesday, anyone?
Don't forget Taco Tuesday's coming next week. That's the day every rule-following citizen gets a free taco and my love.
Do you agree with our list?
I kind of do, but I still don't know why you guys put the burrito over there at thought the burrito was Tex-Mex, but oh well. It's WatchMojo. I know this video has been kind of long, but I hope it's been worth it. If you like this reaction, please comment down below, share with people that would love to see this kind of content, and if you're Mexican, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so you never miss one of my reactions. And of course, if you're on your smartphone, go to settings and switch on notifications so YouTube does not catch you by surprise and you never miss my videos. Once again, I would love to thank you for your continuous support, and before I go, I have to actually say goodbye to the Hispanic people that might be watching. Si te gustó este video, por favor, hazme el favor de comentar en la parte de abajo, compartir con alguna persona que le interese este tipo de contenido, darme tu pulgar hacia arriba y por supuesto suscríbete a mi canal y activa la campanita para que no te pierdas ninguno de mis video reacciones. Y por supuesto, no olvides que si estás en tu teléfono inteligente, vayas a los ajustes y actives las notificaciones para que YouTube no te tome por sorpresa y nunca te pierdas ninguno de mis videos. Por primera vez, a mis suscriptores hispanos les gustaría agradecerles por su continuo apoyo. Y nos vemos en el siguiente video, gente loca. Adiós.